Hi, my name is Arlene Martinez from My Sangre Latina. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you all in this little junket. Let's talk about Motorheads. Okay, all your characters kind of like had these different roles in it, and it kind of changed because I'm in chapter six, I mean episode 6, and I see a change, at least from Drake and Josh. Mia, she's a more collected, role in the series. But let's talk about Josh and Drake, in your roles, about the evolution of your roles in the Motorheads.
Yeah, well, I think it's a testament to our showrunner Johnny and how he writes. I think that no character is one dimensional, and so I think that they do a great job of setting up these archetypes. The school bully, the bad guy, and as the episodes go, you kind of learn more about them. And I think it's just a testament to Johnny's like playing outside the trope. I think that was what excited. And Josh and I talked about that a lot, being like the two kind of antagonists of the show, just of like
Yes,
how
you're
much
the
how
villains.
surprised. Yeah, well, we were just surprised how much we actually got to work with and like learn about our characters as we got the episodes.
What
Yeah,
about
thank you for pointing that out. I think that's the hallmark of good writing is an arc, is a growth, is a shift in perspective. I think with Harris specifically, he's sort of grappling with this concept of privilege and wealth over the season, and he's sort of internally deciding how much of his street racing prowess is due to the amount of money he has access to, or is it sort of his innate skills? And so he's on a bit of a journey of self-discovery. But did you say you're up to episode 6?
Yes, I'm in 6.
Enjoy. Yeah, it gets really, really good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I cannot wait for the final race. That's what I'm like into.
Not saying anything. Wait.
No, you are like in the middle between two guys. How it's like being in kind of in the middle, like with these two guys just want to be with you, and you're like, I don't know.
Story of my life. No, I'm just kidding. It was a lot of fun. Luckily, it was with two amazing guys, Josh and Michael, who are both dear friends. So it was a lot of fun, and it's also really interesting from an acting perspective, dealing with those feelings of being conflicted and just the internal struggle is so real for her, and it's just such a great place to really find her. And it was a lot of fun and a lot of drama, and it's just kind of something that makes this show so great, as well as like that YA thing, that being in high school and all the drama and all the love triangles. It's a lot of fun.
I asked all the rest of the cast this question. I'm like, what do you guys have? And do you know have any backgrounds on street racing, dirt bikes, car racing, all these, underground, illicit street racing?
Drake?
If I did, I wouldn't be able to say anything because it's all very. No, that the only background I had was when I booked the show. We had an allotment of time before, and I went and I took stunt racing like courses up in Northern California, and that was kind of where I learned how to like drift cars and stuff. Yeah,
Nice.
that was fun.
What about you, Josh?
Not too much, to be honest. I remember my cousin had it was like a Pee Wee 50 or a Pee Wee 80 or something, and he was teaching me, like a foot pedal gears and stuff. I never really got the hang of it too much, but I just remember thinking this is like way too fun. This is just
It is
honestly
fun.
like, the sense of freedom that it gives you, and yeah, it's really awesome.
Mia, do you know anything about it?
I don't know too much about it, but I was raised in a rural town where there was a lot of ATVs and dirt biking, and a lot of my family were very into that. And there was just something fun that kids did on the weekends and stuff. But in terms of the underground illegal stuff, I don't know anything.
Right, right.
Yeah, right.
My last question, I'm like, Motorheads is a show that kind of a series that kind of explore like love, friendship, car racing, and a lot of deep topics, that kind of you kind of it gets to grow, evolve and then, but when they develop, sorry, my English is like, kind of develop through the show. I'm like, what you want the audience to get from this show?
I hope they. Oh no, please. Mia.
Everybody's perspective.
Yeah, I feel like whatever you were about to say was going to be beautiful.
Oh, gee. Look, I mean, I really hope that that people watch the show and feel like they can maybe see themselves reflected and feel less alone. Because, the high school, being in high school, I think a lot of people, most people understand like how painful that can be sometimes and how isolating that can feel. And especially if you're from a small town or something like that. And there's something quite uniting about this show in particular and watching shows like this in general. So yeah, I hope they find a sense of community and maybe some thrill.
Yeah.
You guys think the same, or you are gonna add something else?
Yeah. I also watching the show, I feel when I watch it, like there's a sense of nostalgia to it. Excited. I always feel like that's such a fun feeling to have. So I'm excited for audiences to get to feel that, to feel like this. It feels like good TV that like used to be like One Tree Hill, like Friday Night Lights. So I'm excited for the audience to like to get to delve into characters and stories that are like akin to that.
What about you, Josh?
Yeah, I think a big aspect of this show is this concept of sort of finding friends and and just the four of them and how they go about their journey and their experiences together. I mean, I watched the pilot again the other day and it just covers so much ground, but in such a really cool, eloquent way that by the end of the first step, you believe that these four people who don't quite know each other, by the end of, the first party are all bonded in a way. And I think that's a really great way that the show pulls you in.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and I hope you guys the best. And I really love it. And now I'm gonna go watch the end because I can't wait to watch the race.
Let us know what you think, Darlene.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Arlene.
Thank you.